From shocking Ben Affleck till he malfunctions.
You're right there. You should have retired. That's as good as it's going to get.
I know.
To choking Piers Morgan with his trump.
I like him. It's true. I do like him. I met him.
Let's be real. Hollywood never had a chance against Chris Tucker. He came like a storm, broke everyone, and left us all craving for more.
Prince, he's small, so I was like, hey, Prince, how you doing?
So show me your ass!
Show your ass! Y'all some gay ass.
Okay, so normally Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are the absolute best the industry offers, but only Chris has the superpower to make them green with envy. Just ask Ben, he's itching to rant. Seriously, this is the most you'll see Ben speak in any interview thanks to Tucker.
And also, he knows everybody. Like, I'm not even kidding. You can bring up a name. It doesn't matter if it's like Muhammad Ali, Paul McCartney, Jesus. You know, Chris is like, yeah, that's my boy. I'm like, what do you mean that's your boy? How do you know? Like, not only do you know Michael Jordan, I was like, there's this guy, Howard White, who works at you. I know Howard White. He's my friend. I'm like, this is an unbelievable.
Oh my
I
gosh,
still
you're
am not
this
found
guy.
anyone you don't know.
Yeah.
You know everybody?
I kind of do, you know. And I mean, Ben and my buddy Dave Chappelle, they always joke like, you know everybody, man. You're everywhere. Where are you right now? I'm like, I'm in Saudi Arabia with the king.
Oh my
I'll call you right
God.
back. He's giving gifts away.
He's giving gifts away.
Can you believe Ben didn't even let Kelly Clarkson, the freaking host, talk?
Chris.
Oh,
I was like,
oh, yeah.
no, but you know Stevie,
I was
that's
like,
so
you know,
cool.
Muhammad Ali is one. He was like, yeah, I met Muhammad. I know Muhammad. I was like,
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali?
He said, you a funny mother Tucker. I said, oh,
Did he really?
I thought he was going to say something else.
I'm like, that's
like some
the
wisdom, you know.
You're right there. You should have retired. That's as good as it's going to
I
get.
know. Met Mandela. Met Mandela.
Oh my God.
Went to Africa, and he was like, where is Chris Tucker? I want him to meet my grandkids. I was like, did Mandela
That's incredible.
B.B. King, B.B.
Oh my
King,
God.
I met B.B. He was like, hey, Chris, Bill Russell, people like that. I mean, it's great to, you know, just meet them.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Now you know I want to be Chris Tucker.
So after hearing everything, it's safe to assume Ben Affleck is a major Chris Tucker fan.
So is it true that you recently said that Chris is who you want to be when you grow up?
I didn't say it in front of him. You're embarrassing me now. Yeah, man, Chris is a great...
But out of all the people Chris knows, there is one iconic person who will be his partner for life. With apologies to Chris's wife.
Yeah, that combination between you and Jackie Chan.
The two literally were the most unlikely combination and ended up becoming two peas in the pod. Jackie Chan won a bro for life in Chris Tucker.
Backstage, we have Mr. Chris Tucker, Jackie's co-star. In Rush Hour, Chris Tucker.
And the love these two share makes sense when you see the unscripted madness they've pulled off together over the decades.
我相信一定是素养馆。
What's the honor in that?
You believe your father wasting his life to die for Tata? They must not could have.
You right, man. Let's go tell him. Anything goes wrong, you bust in there and act like you out LAPD.
He cannot speak English.
Man, this is cool, the hung sending us to Hong Kong.
But see, the thing about Chris is, he's never trying to be funny, you know? The dude has been blessed with incredible timing and storytelling skills that can make even the toughest person crack up. That's what makes every interview of his a comedic masterpiece. Like the time he stopped by The View and got Barbara Walters hooked on his every word.
We were talking about President Obama because Barbara's interviewing him tonight. You shared a cab with him, I heard.
Yeah, we was in the car. I rode in the car with him before he was running for senator. No, he was senator. Yeah, no, he was running for senator in L.A. And I was late to the fundraiser. So I said, hey, I want to meet him too. They said, well, he's going to another fundraiser. Jump in the car. I said, okay. So we got in the car and we were talking. And he was really nice. We talked about little stuff like chicken and basketball, just a little small talk. lot of small talk. He said, you like chicken? He said, I like chicken. You like chicken too? I said, yeah. What type of chicken? All types of chicken. Presidential chicken.
President, say, what kind of chicken? You like roast chicken and fried chicken?
Yeah, all types of stuff. Basketball. So, yeah, that's why I voted for him. The first time he ran, I voted because he liked chicken. I said, any man that likes chicken like me, he deserved to be president.
Apart from Obama, Chris also has the honor of meeting President Donald Trump. Well, if you want to call it an honor. But Piers Morgan loves this particular story because he all but snatched it out of his guest. Well, you want funny? Chris will give you funny.
Donald Trump, your president. What, do you consider him your president?
You mean Donald? Are you serious? Believe me. Believe me. I know Chris Tucker. He's a great comedian, great guy. I like him. It's true. I do like him. I met him. I didn't say much, but I said hello. Believe me.
Have you met Donald Trump?
I met Donald Trump, and I said hello to him. He said, hello. That's good.
That was it?
It was quick. That was it.
That was it?
He looked at me, hello, like that.
You couldn't even find a single humor valve in that moment.
Well, I guess that is funny. I guess that's
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I don't even know when I'm funny.
Do you know what?
Just you wait, though. This isn't the only impression Chris is doing on this list. I've got more from where that came from. But before we get there, let's talk about what happens when the class clown meets another class clown. Even though the two haven't really worked together like I want them to, but he did break Kevin Hart with a single sentence. And even that was logical advice. Guess everything's just magically funny coming out of Tucker's mouth.
Funny Chris Tucker story. So we were buying our first house in LA, and we're coming in this neighborhood, and I didn't know that Chris lived in the neighborhood. And this is when Chris was like having the taxes problems, right? So I'm like in the house, and they're like showing me things. They're gonna renovate some things, and Chris comes by, and all he says from outside is, "Pay your taxes, man." And I'm like, I go, what? It's Chris Tucker. He comes in, yeah, man, just pay your taxes, man. I was like, Chris, what the fuck are you doing here? He was like, well, I'm here, man. I got a house down here too, man. They told me he's coming here. I'm just telling you, pay your taxes. And he left.
That's real advice, though. It's great advice.
Yeah, I could totally imagine him saying that in a way that made Kevin spit out laughing. Not that Chris Tucker ever needed it, but there's a special kind of validation when a comedian howls at your comedic timing. And we've already seen that Kevin Hart is a fan, but so is George Lopez.
Now, to people, will you always be Smokey?
I think so, man.
You know, to Al Pacino, Michael Corleone, I mean, when you nail a performance, they associate you with that. People that won Academy Awards. Friday, to me, is the Up and Smoke and the Animal House of black films.
Yeah, that's true,
Right?
man. Yeah,
It's
You know what? We had so much fun doing that movie, man. We did it in 20 days, and we was just having fun, man. We was fresh off the road, a lot of comedians, and Cube was so smart putting us together, man. And we just had a lot of fun, but we didn't know it was going to be so successful. I remember going seeing the movie before it was edited, and Gary Gray let us see it, and I was depressed afterwards. I was like, man, I got to find another job, man. This movie's terrible. He was like, don't worry, man. We ain't put no music in it. We ain't cut it together. Just wait. I said, man, this movie's terrible. What did I do to myself? And come to find out, you know, it just took a life of its own, man. So you never know.
It really did.
Thank you, guys.
It's
Thank you for
unbelievable.
that. But they gotta stop calling me Smokey.
Yes,
man. I walk down the street, man. People just yell out, Smokey! I'm with my son, man. I'm a grown man.
And then there are hosts who try to act like they don't think anything deserves their laugh. Looking at you, Ellen DeGeneres. But it isn't our boy Chris Tucker if he can't get her to crack.
The last movie that I saw you in, maybe I'm wrong, but was Rush Hour 3, which was 5 years ago. Why do you take so long? Because I know you're probably offered things all the time. Why 5 years and why this movie?
You know, I don't know, because sometimes I just be out there living. You know, I was touring. I went back to the comedy clubs. I was doing, you know, I'm a stand-up comedian originally. Yeah. So I went back to the comedy clubs and started doing, you know, working on a new act. And then for the last 2 years, I've been touring all over the country. I've been just having a great time. So I went back to my roots because I wanted to just get back to where I started from. Because that got me to where I was, you know, with all the Fridays, rush hours, and every movie you've seen, it comes from, you know, the stand-up. So I enjoy doing it and having fun. And then I was spending all that money I made, too. I had a good time spending it. I make $25 million and then go do another movie. I said, I gotta do something. I gotta have some fun. I gotta buy a Ferrari.
Is that what you bought?
I had a good time.
What did you spend money on?
I was spending too much money. I was just acting crazy. I bought 2 houses right next door to each other. It was crazy. So I'll take that one, too. I don't want nobody to mess with me. I was borrowing stuff for myself.
Well, that's gotta be crazy, too.
I was like, you got some sugar I can borrow? You know we got some sugar. I'm you and you me, man.
You can hear it in the background. The entire audience was laughing, but, Ellen. Anyways, she did bring up one of the most iconic friendships Chris had in Hollywood.
I have to ask you were friends with Michael Jackson, right?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all hung out.
We hung out.
What kind of things did y'all do together?
Hold up a minute. Knew Michael Jackson? Oh, baby, that's an understatement. Chris was harassing the king of pop every chance he got.
Chris Tucker, you're my favorite. Can I keep the award for a couple of days? Yeah, we gotta share it. No, we have to share it. Where I'm staying at in Neverland? Yeah, anywhere you want to stay. All right, I'm in cabin number 3.
Chris Tucker.
Michael's a good friend of mine. Michael called me on the phone. He says, "Is this Chris Tucker?" I said, "Yeah, who it is?" So this is Michael Jackson. I said, "What's up, Mike?" He said, "I just want to call you and tell you I seen your movie Rush Hour 2 and you're kicking with the wrong leg. Stop making me look bad." I'm so happy to be here tonight because I get the privilege of bringing up, this is the man, the greatest entertainer to ever live. Give it up for the king of pop, Michael Jackson!
Hey, you forgot to pay!
You forgot to cook the food!
Forgot to pay today!
Food wasn't no good! Keep it to yourself!
Pay today!
You're lucky we ain't suing you!
Got to pay! Got to pay!
But their bromance aside, I know everyone has always been curious about how this friendship blossomed in the first place. Well, Chris can tell you that directly.
Past us. But how did that relationship build, though?
Oh, you know what? I think well, of course, I was a fan of his, you know, because like everybody in the whole wide world. And I think he was introduced to me by maybe one of his little nephews or something. Said, "Watch this. He talking about you, Uncle." And Michael probably said, "Oh, he's funny. He's funny. Oh, he's good." So he knew of me, I think, that way. I think one of his nephews told me that he showed Michael Fridays.
Right.
And in every movie, you might see me do a Michael Jackson movie or something. I think it's just Kendrick's spirit or something, but his energy,
you
man.
You do Michael Jackson almost better than Michael Jackson.
Man, it's something there, man, because when I hear that song, when I hear that music, I'm dancing. When Michael's come on, any music, I'm dancing. So it was a blessing, man, to be able to be a fan and then grow up and to befriend him. And man, it was just a blessing. You know, like stuff like that, like I say, stuff that you can't plan, man. And
right.
God opened up doors, you know.
Trust me, he wasn't lying about the dancing part. No wonder Michael was always praising Chris every chance he got.
To perform with Chris Tucker and Usher on Rock My World was a lot of fun. It was kind of spontaneous. I'm on stage singing and suddenly Usher comes up dancing, and it was surprising and a lot of fun. I really think he's a wonderful performer, Usher. And Chris Tucker, who I consider to be one of the funniest men alive, was wonderful to work with. And I just really think he's a wonderful human being. He's a friend of mine now.
And just like what Ben Affleck was practically screaming about at the start, Chris really does know every legend. I mean, Michael Jackson and Prince. Trust me, you need to hear about the time he met Prince, straight from Chris's own mouth.
Hey, but he, you know, Prince is shy, so I didn't know. I just heard this noise behind me, and I didn't know what it was. He just trying to get my attention. He was like, ooh. I was asking my friends, I was like, what's that noise? He was like, ooh. He said, man, that's Prince trying to get your attention. So I turned around and I was like, hey, Prince, how you doing? He's small, so I was like, hey, Prince, how you doing? And he's so short, you can see his feet on his driver's license, but he's short. Don't tell him I said that. No.
And while we're at his insane impressions, let's talk about the time when he brought out his Robert De Niro. But here's the thing. So many celebrities claim to do a killer De Niro. But Chris? Oh, this bad boy has cracked the source code to one painfully simple action. And from Conan's excited chuckles, it seems like he agrees.
Worked with Robert De Niro.
With so many famous friends, of course Chris took favors. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter. I don't mean those favors. But he did take advantage of them. No, wait, stop. I mean, they did things for him. Oh, for the love of God, just hear what he did to Charlie Sheen.
You lent Chris a Ferrari and he kept it so long he forgot you gave it to him?
I forgot I gave it to him? Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Can you imagine that?
It was also, there were so many cars in the driveway back then.
Yeah.
It was cool to have another parking space open. You know,
man, Charlie was I'm gonna tell you, the nicest guy. He's one of my best friends to this day. We don't hang out that much, but Charlie let me borrow his Ferrari, man, when I was like, I don't know, 24, something like that. Did you own your own? No, I didn't have one then. I just asked him because I was like fearless, like, Charlie, let me borrow your Ferrari. He was like, okay, sure. I was like, what? I kept that Ferrari so long, he forgot I had it. He was like, do you have my Ferrari? I said, I think I do. He said, you want to bring it back? Okay.
Finally ending with the absolute steel-plated balls moment. The time when he gave tribute to legendary civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson. Seriously, he did what only a true chaotic genius would do, an impression of the Reverend at his own funeral. Just legendary Chris Tucker things, I'm telling you.
I was watching online yesterday. This is longer than Aretha's funeral. Yesterday, he took the family seats. I was saying, oh my God, black people. No, this is unbelievable. I got to tell y'all my little story. Hey there, sir. A lot of preachers in here. A lot of morticians, too, ask me, am I feeling okay? Y'all leave me alone. I'm not going nowhere. Not the movie I was doing, and Reb introduced me to President Clinton. At the time, he was the president of the United States. In 1999, he introduced me to the president. I'm the little kid from Decatur, Georgia. And he took me into the White House. At that time, Reb had a key to the White House. We walked in there, he had house shoes on. He was like, come on, follow me. Stay close, boy. Mr. President, this is Chris Tucker. This is Chris Tucker right here. He butchered my name, but it was Chris Tucker. Clinton didn't know who I was. Who is that? I love you. Chelsea loves you. I like you. You said something about your movie about Chelsea. I like you a lot. You know how the Rev is. He was like, I told you I was going to do that. President of the United States.
At the end of the day, there really is nothing sweeter than laughing in the memory of a person. And Chris is just the person to keep so many memories of people like Jesse Jackson, Prince, and Michael Jackson alive by still spreading joy and laughter whenever he remembers them. He really needs to start doing more projects so we can see him more. If you think your screen is sorely empty without him, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, you'll love watching Eddie Murphy take a crack at celebrities next. So go check that out right now. Peace out.